If y'all hoes want protection, y'all gon' work. And please believe, my name is Marty McFly because I'm the biggest pimp this side of the South. Y'all gon' find out. Y'all gon' find out today. What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Alright, now, today, this story I got for y'all today, well, let's just say, enough about me and my drama and my lockup life in prison. I'm going to tell y'all a funny story. Well, scratch that. It's not that funny to the people that was traumatized. But just follow me, y'all. Let's go. This guy's name was Martin, a.k.a. Marty McFly. He was a prison pimp. Now, I know y'all like, damn, all these stories about, getting into drama in prison. But today, Marty McFly, he was just as diabolical as it gets. He was a straight guy running a bunch of punks. All about his bread. He don't want to hear no complaining, no talking, just action. And he enforced with that pimp hand. He had backhand slap any one of his boys at any given moment, especially if they talk back. The way he ran his game, he was their protection. As long as they worked for him, they were safe. Because boys can't walk around the prison unless they got a pimp holding them down. Now, Martin, believe it or not, had regular customers. And these regular customers obviously was booty bandits. And just like a strip club, the girls always got their regulars. They could count on them to bring them some bread at least once a week. Now, Martin had, I think, 7, if not 8 boys. But 4 of them, I guess you could call them his bottom bees. They've been there for the longest, so Martin trusts them to keep, all the other 3 or 4 in line. And when I say in line, I mean making sure they're not out there working for free or trying to pocket side cash. Now, I don't know the exact chain of events that went down when someone went to Marty with some cash, but I do know this. Shortly after your talk with Marty, one of those punks will be creeping in your cell. On a normal night, you could look out the front gate of your cell. And it's going to look like the projects where everybody drying their laundry on the balcony. Every other cell got a white sheet up, y'all. And y'all know what that means. Either some prison justice being administered or a bandit getting it how he get it. Now, I know some of y'all but I thought, you put the white sheet up when you taking a shit. Yeah, you do. But it's different. That's only blocking off the side of the room where the toilet is. Now, the white sheets I'm talking about, I saw was across the whole entrance of the door. So you couldn't see nothing going on in that cell. That's the kind of mayhem I'm talking about. People had it, late night, just blacked out. Because, you could get on live trying to be a real nigga and standing up for someone else. Now, when Marty sent one of his boys on a job, he expected them to come back the same way he sent them. He charging $300 an hour, and he don't play about them hours. He'll be at your cell tapping on the door in 58 minutes. He ain't playing. You ain't fitting to play with his money. Marty prided his business on being discreet, meaning he never disclosed who was ordering the boys and their services. I'll just say this. We found out later that not only was it booty bandits on C-Pod, but all throughout the prison. But Marty McFly was a real nigga. He ain't never snitch. He ain't tell. Shit, he was getting that bread. The only time anyone ever saw Marty was if he had a problem to handle. Legend has it, Marty McFly sent one of his boys named Donuts to A-Pod. Yeah, my pod, y'all, A-Pod. And that's a whole nother story. When we found out about that person on A-Pod messing with a punk, keep looking out for that story, y'all. Coming up soon. Now, the guy that Donuts came to see supposedly didn't want to pay. He said he wasn't impressed, and, Marty gotta do better if he want his money. Now, supposedly the boy Donuts wasn't going for it. He like, oh, nah, you gotta pay, man. You gotta pay. I'm gonna get in trouble. You gotta pay. Bump that, man. And dude was like, man, shut up. I ain't paying nothing. And dude just starts swinging on him. Boom. Knocked him out cold. Now, what y'all think happened? Well, this booty bandit took advantage of the fact that he just knocked this punk out, and he just willingly gave it to him not too long ago. So he figured, why not dive back in? This booty bandit dived back in and graped that punk right there on the prison floor when he knocked him out. Just for GP. And then when he was done, he smacked him, woke him up. Bow! Go back and tell your boss that. Go tell him I got a freebie out of you. Go tell your boss that. And now, Donuts, he get up. And he feeling himself. He like, oh my gosh. I know you didn't do that to me. I know you didn't do that to me. Oh. And he being all extra dramatic, like, that's not what he do. But still in all, I guess he right. He just got great. Now, I know y'all like, dang, it's some crazy things that be going on in prison. It's some crazy politics in prison. Yeah, y'all. It is. And that's why I keep telling y'all it's not a real place. When you go to prison, picture it like you don't exist. You are not in this world anymore. Prison is a whole nother world of its own. So whatever's going on the outside has nothing to do with what's going on the inside. And what's going on the inside could be going on at a way slower rate than what's going on the outside. I don't know if that's too much for y'all, but don't let that go over your head. Now, after Donuts got his shit together, he went running off to find Marty. Marty! Oh my God, Marty! He graped me! That dude graped me! He said to tell you he got a freebie off. Marty, I feel violated. You got to do something, Marty. You got to do something. Marty turned around, man, shut your ass up. Who did it? Tell me who did it. And Marty told him. He was like, all right, listen, I'm going to tell you one time and one time only. When I say come right back to this cell, that's exactly what I mean. You wasn't supposed to be out there fraternizing. Now I got to go out here and beat somebody down over you. Oh, you going to find out. You going to find out today. Get your ass in that cell. Clean yourself up. So now Marty McFly, He on the hunt. He on the hunt for this booty bandit that just raped one of his boys. Well, he don't even want to beat him down. He want to make him pay. And if he don't pay, then he gonna beat him down. Because Marty's a hustler. He ain't trying to get knocked off and lock up. Now, Marty bumps into dude, and right away, they get into it. Because dude know exactly who Marty is and why he there. So, he's like, what you come over here for, man? What you come to do? You want to squabble? You want to squabble? He's like, man, you going to give me my money, man. You going to give me my money. And dude like, I bet you I ain't. I bet you I ain't. You going to have to beat it out of me. You want your money. And Marty said, hey, man, listen, I'm trying to go about this the most civil way I know how. I don't want to have to hurt you or do something to you, man. Because if I start, I ain't going to stop. And dude like, well, what's that supposed to be, a threat? What's that, a threat? Dude, you got to the end of the day to give me my money or else. Yeah, that's a threat on everything I love. You got to the end of the day to produce my money. Either Cash App or commissary, but you gonna pay. And the next time you put your hands on one of my boys, you gonna pay with your life. You understand me? Dude like, man, get the hell out of here, man. I ain't giving you shit, man. Alright, end of the day, ain't no more talking. I don't want to hear no more talking. Now, the way Marty just walked off, you would think Marty was a big, huge dude. Nah, Marty wasn't a huge dude, but Marty had a lot of pull up in there with, different people, let's say. He had muscle up in there, y'all. You think one man could run all 7 of those punks by himself and keep everything going? Nah, he had muscle up in there, and he had COs on his side. How you think he was moving around? He would move his boys to any pod in the prison he wanted to get that bread. Yeah, just like CJ. But Marty played the long game. Marty, he was down for about 15 years, and he got real close to the COs. And some of those COs like to play with them boys too. Excuse me, y'all. So, if Marty told the CO, listen, I need you to take somebody to a private room for me. And, we got to make something happen to him, teach him a lesson. Well, that's just what it was going to be. And oh boy, he was going to find out if that money wasn't in Marty's hands by the end of the day. So they kept going on about their business, working as usual, getting their money. And I know this is going to sound crazy. In prison, Marty had the long stay and the short stay. So his short stays will run you about like maybe $50. And a long stay would run you about $100 to $150. Now, you could already imagine, look at these guys on the thumbnail, what a short stay would be with one of these idiots. He got them dressed up, trying to make them look like females, and he got them going into different cells. Each cell that they go into for 20 minutes to a half an hour at a time is bringing him $50. And he don't even pay them, y'all. His payment is letting them live and eat and not get beat up and bullied because of the way they are. But the crazy thing is, y'all, they wasn't always like that. He made them like that. He forced them to work. He ain't like that. Marty's straight. And he don't care nothing about these boys or their life. He just want the money they can produce. So that's just what it was. And they had to deal with it, or they got violated in the worst way every day for free with no protection. So I guess they figured working was the best way to go about it. Now let's fast forward to about, say, 15 minutes before last lockdown. Marty McFly went on up to dude, asked him a simple question. Do you have my money? And dude just looked at him, rolled his eyes, and was like, man, you better move around. I told you I ain't paying you, man. I am not paying you. And that's just what it is. Now, either you gonna do something about it or you gonna get on somewhere. But I ain't paying you, man. So Marty said, say no more. Don't even worry about it, homeboy. It's over. What? What? I said it's over. Don't even worry about it. You got that. You got that. Now, Marty, a real slick dude. He had always planned on teaching this guy a lesson either way. So he had already put the word out with the COs that be looking out for him. After lockdown, dude was getting snatched out his cell either way. Just the fact that if he had paid, the outcome might have been a little different. If he had paid, maybe he was only going to catch a beat down. Maybe he was going to walk out of that room, on his own. But if he didn't pay, well, y'all just keep listening. So, boom, last lockdown. Everybody in their cells, locked down. COs walking the block, taking their count. Now, after count is over, one of the COs stopped by Marty's cell and unlocked his door. And then he followed him out. Marty followed CO. And Marty went to one room that the CO told him to go chill over there. Now, CO, he went and grabbed his other correction officer buddy. They went to other dude's cell. They both told him they need him to come out the cell. They got to take him to see somebody. Made up some bullshit story. And he's like, all right, man, what I do, man? What I do? Turn around and cuff up inmate. They cuffed him up. Walked him on to the back. Now, when he gets to the room and nobody else is around, there's no cameras around, one of those COs grabbed him in a full Nelson after they took them handcuffs off of him. They wanted to give him a fighting chance, so they took the cuffs off, y'all. Put him in a full Nelson. The other CO commenced to giving him body work, just rib work. Bang, bang, bang. Tearing his ribs up. And out of nowhere, in walks Marty. Now, you already know. Marty said he ain't fitting to play with him. Marty pull out a big old blade, y'all. And he just walked over to old boy and said, I told you, either my money or your life. And he said, oh, and they holding his mouth. Hold on, man. What you doing, man? Bang! Marty poked him in the side real quick. Ah! Bang, bang, bang! Back, side. Just hitting him up. And Marty, he don't care. He laughing. He's smiling. Dude is over there leaking out. Now, after all of that, y'all, Marty said, y'all better leave him to me. Y'all don't want to be around for what's about to happen next. And the COs bounced. And they told him, listen, when you done, just leave him there, leave the blade, come out the cell, and we'll take you back to your cell like nothing happened. Nobody will know nothing. This inmate just got caught in a section that he wasn't supposed to be at, and nobody knows why he was here and how he was here. And we're just going to end up finding him this way. So that's what happened, y'all. Marty, to make a long story short, from what I'm told, Marty shoved that blade straight through his chest. Straight through his chest plate. You know how hard that is to shove a blade through a chest plate? And, well, old boy didn't make it. He left him there unalived on the floor. All over a boy. Listen, that is going to be it for this story. I really hope you liked it. Like, share, subscribe. Hype this video if you can. Y'all already know the vibes. This is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner, and I'm out.